If you've ever told an AI the same thing twice, that wasn't a quirk. That was a rule asking to be written. You corrected it. It forgot. You corrected it again and started wondering if it was even listening. It was. It just had nothing to listen to. You gave it a correction. You never gave it a rule. And that difference is this whole phase. Context told the AI what you're building. Rules tell it how. Context was the foundation. What it is, who it's for, what you won't compromise on. Rules are the fences you build on top, the lines the AI doesn't cross, no matter what you ask it in the moment. Same 5 phases as before: context, rules, documentation, verification, feedback loops. You've got the first one. This is the second. So here's what you're walking out with. The 10 rules the build kit hands you on day 1, what each one is for and how to read them. And the move that matters more than the list: how to catch the rules. Your own build is trying to teach you, and write them down before they cost you twice. That's what turns the AI from something you're forever correcting into something that holds its line. Here's what rules actually fix, and it's bigger than it sounds. Without them, every session starts from zero. How files get named, how errors get handled, what done even means. The AI makes a call on every one of those, a different call every time, because nothing's holding it to yesterday's answer. Monday, it names things one way. Wednesday, another. By Friday, 4 conventions are fighting inside one project, and you chose none of them. That's not the AI being sloppy. That's you running a negotiation you forgot you were in. Rules end it. The AI reads them once a session and stops redeciding settled questions. The work stops being an argument you keep having and starts being a process that just runs. The build kit ships with 10 of these already written. They're not specific to your project. They're true for any project, any tool, any AI you point them at. One thing at a time. Define done before you build. Documentation as a byproduct. Verify the output, not the input. Be specific about names. Plain language for the human. Structured language for the AI. No magic numbers. Errors are visible. One canonical way. And stop when stuck. Don't guess. 10 rules. Enough to keep a first build from sliding into chaos. The AI reads them every session, and the work stays inside the fences. Look at one up close, because the shape matters more than the list. Take this one. Be specific about names. Underneath it, one line. Files, functions, sections, names matter. Then, the example does the teaching. A file called utils.md is a smell. There's no such thing as utils. It's a junk drawer with a label, a place where things go to get lost. A file called customer-billing-reconciler.md is a name. The AI reads that and knows exactly what lives there and where the next piece goes. Every rule in that file works the same way. One blunt line up top, then the Y underneath, and the Y is the load-bearing part. It's what lets you bend the rule on purpose later, instead of breaking it by accident. Now the part you actually do. Those 10 are a starting set, not the finished one. The rules that matter most for your build, you don't sit down and design. They come to you mid-work, disguised as annoyances. So here's the signal, and it's dead simple. Anytime you catch yourself correcting the AI on the same thing twice, stop. That's not a coincidence. That's a rule trying to get born. Write it down. One imperative line, one line of Y, into the rules file under your own project section, numbered 11 and up. Wait for the 3rd correction, and you waited too long. Rules aren't handed to you on day 1. The kit gives you 10. Your project teaches you the rest. One irritation at a time. One distinction will save you here, because not every correction is a rule. A rule is always true. It applies to every piece of work from now on, forever. For this one feature, let's use this particular library. That is not a rule, that's a decision. A point-in-time choice you made once, for one reason, that might not hold next month. Decisions get written down too, but they live somewhere else, in documentation, the very next phase. So before you promote a correction to a rule, Ask one question. Would this still be true in 6 months? On a different part of the project? Yes, rule. No, decision. Get that line wrong and your rules file fills with stuff that was only ever true for one afternoon. Which brings me to the thing that quietly kills a rules file. Rules can bend, that's allowed. What's not allowed is bending one silently, again and again, while pretending it still stands. If a rule bends 3 times, the rule is wrong. Not the situation, the rule. Tighten it, narrow it, or pull it out entirely. Because a stale rule is worse than no rule at all. A rule the AI is told to follow and then watches you ignore doesn't just fail quietly. It teaches the AI to distrust the whole file. One dead rule, and it starts second-guessing the 9 good ones next to it. And here's the move almost nobody makes. The one that turns all of this from a chore into a habit. When you catch that repeated correction, you don't have to write the rule yourself. Open the AI and tell it what just happened. Something like, I've corrected you twice now on how we name files, so write me a rule for it. 1 line plus the reason it exists. Let it draft. You sharpen. 30 seconds, and the rule's in the file in the exact shape the kit uses. You're not memorizing a rule book. You're teaching the AI to help you write it as you go. That's the real skill. Not following rules, but catching when one's missing and capturing it before it costs you again. That's rules. The fences around how the AI works. 10 to start, and the rest pulled straight out of your own corrections. Get this layer right, and the AI stops drifting, stops relitigating, stops handing you a different answer every day. Next up, documentation, where every decision you just made gets a memory, so the project stops forgetting why it is the way it is. See you there.